Hello, I am here back again to play some video games. Today it's this Elysium. Alright, let me start again real quick. Oh, what happened? It was a crackle for a second. I'm a bit tired today. I made the mistake of taking yet another nap. Remember to pirate the game, by the way. Unfortunately, this is a legal copy because that was bought way before the whole bullshit with Zaum happened. So remember to pirate the game. This is what the creators actually want. Pirate the game. Alright. So last time I played this, we tried to confront that one racist at the oh the moth. Anyway, I tried to confront the racist, but I got my shit beat. So right now I got a bit of an idea where to go. So we got some information of the 8th person who was present at the lynching. Woman with dyed hair, and who might have very self-destructive tendencies, as described by the one of the lorry drivers. And I have maybe an idea on where to find more information on her, because I remember that the guy at the pawn shop mentioned something about a woman being a bit strange. But there. Right now, I pretty much have to wait until 9 p.m. before I can actually see the guy at the balcony in that apartment complex, so can't really do much right now. Who the fuck is pinging me on Discord? Who is it? How am I being pinged? What the hell? Oh, I see. Okay, never mind.
Hello again. How can I help you?
No, nothing new, huh? Don't exactly know. Hi, buddy! Hello, I'm doing okay. I'm a bit sleepy right now, but I'm fine. Today, I mean, this week my shifts got cancelled, so I guess I got time to prepare for my trip for next week. Wait, do you have any info, that lady?
Everything's still cool here, officer.
No. Nothing new. So... I have to find more oil, but it won't be like for until tomorrow before the thing gets repaired. I have to get the body down to get... And I need to get Evaclar's help, but last time I tried to enter the, you know, the place, I pulled a muscle, so for now that thing is locked. And last time I tried to confront the racist and did not go well. I have to wait. It's like what? Right now. It's almost 5 p.m. in game, and I have to wait, what? 4 more in-game hours, pretty much, but I don't know how. I don't know where I'm supposed to go exactly. Like, who can I talk to right now? Do you have anything new to say? I don't think so.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to
No. Yeah, Measurehead is a racist from last time, and unfortunately I could not beat him. I I was told by Vex that there's a way to even, like, raise the chances of beating him, but no. I mean, there should be like the map thing here, but last time I tried to do some of it did not let me.
Several maps. The maps look old and faded. This large map, Ozon, disintegrating. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north. The ocean connections you have lifted, perhaps they are gods.
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. Yes, yes. Are you?
Shut up. You're annoying. I don't know if the lady who makes the dice has anything new to say. How am I at with skill points? 60 out of 100. I don't know what I should increase next, to be honest. Wait, thoughts. What about the thought? -1 logic. No. Not again. Oh, wait, what's wrong, Kim? What do you want?
It's dark,
Oh,
and the flashlight works a lot better if you hold it in your hand. Right. Now,
Some areas.
right. I forgot about the. I forgot about the flashlight. I forgot. I do have the data cube that technically I could sell for 50 real, but I'm gonna keep on it. I forgot. I'm gonna hold on to it because I need to unlock like a password. I don't know. Where was the place of the lady again? Hold on. There. I wonder if I can talk more to her or something. I love the music in this game so much. Kim, do you have anything new to say?
yes?
No. I mean, normally he would tell me.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
No. Nothing new on her end. get rid of this. Do you have anything else to say, ma'am?
No, absolutely not. Are you a policeman or a nanny? They are not missing, sir.
You know where they are. They're at home, smoking, given the ladder of vices a chance.
I see. Thanks.
The woman before you nods and returns to her reading.
Where the hell am I supposed to look? I don't really have a way to wait until it's fucking 9 p.m. But I guess I can just randomly chat with people until I get like.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why I am not.
You could be Liz. You could be anything. You could even be a model.
Even a mod? Glenn, I went to law school. I am an attorney. Aggressive? You make your living enforcing violence. These people are just dock workers.
Just dock workers? Do dock workers spy on the police? We let you off easy, miss. Don't think it will happen again.
Listen, you moral intern lackeys. You're a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you're their bodyguards.
Fuck yeah.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders. Look, a comedian. Do your job. Ask your questions.
No, I was trying to agree with you.
Strange. It's as if people don't believe a cop could be a socialist revolutionary. Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling-height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers.
Not time yet, okay.
There's a little slide panel up there to let some air in. No need to open it in spring. It's still too cold outside.
Lena, you got anything else?
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again. Surely things can't be that bad.
You sense that she won't judge you, no matter what you say.
You know where we are, right? That's right. And where is the whirling itself located? Yes, indeed. We are in the fine city of Revachol. Oh my, how would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I.
I don't know, man. This place looks kind of terrible.
I haven't seen very many other cities personally. Everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days. Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes? That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government? Actually, we are not. You could say that about almost any other nation, but not Revachol. Try it one more time, officer. What mode of government?
Maybe democracy, but I'm not sure about that. This is silly. This is very silly. Also, this one is very silly. This is very much a fascist thing, and I'm not gonna touch that.
No, sadly not.
Oh.
Revachol is what's called a zone of control.
Right! I kind of forgot about that.
Coalition. We have no government of our own, and what democracy we have is market-driven.
Yeah, capitalist.
Meaning, buying is voting.
It is quite disappointing, yes. A lot of people would like some form of representation. There's talk, but for now, the RCM is all we've got. Oh dear. And you were doing so well. There aren't really any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone. You were doing quite well up until the end there. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Remembering reality, in a word. It's very odd.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much.
She means this sincerely. Worrying won't do you any good.
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new. Something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago. It has something to do with everything. I really don't know how to explain it better.
I'm just a poor woman, she thinks. What do I know of these things? And how can I help you?
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a police officer.
Of course. Then, I don't know, someone rich maybe.
Voice?
Wealthy people are educated, though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez. But thank you, sweetie. You did make me forget about my worries for a while.
Okay, I'm gonna save here. Oh wait, hold on.
I hope you were able to pawn that old trinket. Of course, dear. I just wish I could have done more.
Tell me about the cryptid ma'am. I hope I don't fail.
Dear,
Please.
there you are again.
There's no point in manipulating anyone. She'd be only too pleased to tell you about her work. Go on and ask.
Oh, I'd be delighted. Truth be told, I could really use the company too.
One cryptid, not a couple. One. This won't turn into some kind of cryptid extravaganza. And I don't. Just one.
Or he'll be disappointed in you. Ooh, tough choice there.
Aww. Such a sweet old lady. Hi Vex, hello. What's the best pick here? The best pick. Vex? What the fuck is this picture you took? You're blurry. Fuck. Yeah, I can't tell that. Holy shit, you got the zoomies right now. Alright, the most dangerous cryptid.
The gnome of Jerome.
Gnome! The gnome! What do you mean the fucking gnome?
Oh, yes. None of its victims survived. Grieving relatives never even found their bodies because the gnome's venom dissolved organic tissue. It was reportedly a small creature with webbed fingers and a protruding forehead and an ungainly little thing. Quite scary to look at. A couple of campers found it when it was already dying. They heard an odd wailing in the woods and followed the sound. They were scared and wrapped it in tarpaulin to suffocate it. It still took the gnome of Jeroma an entire day to die.
If the body of the creature was found, why aren't there detailed illustrations of it in science textbooks, confirming the existence of this very little species?
Alas, the first scientist who got his hands on the creature's corpse put it in a jar of formaldehyde, thinking that would detoxify the gnome's venom. Instead, all the venom leaked out of the creature's teeth and into the surrounding liquid, dissolving the creature itself. A poetic end, perhaps, but a real loss for science.
Hey, you promised you'd only ask about one cryptid.
He nods approvingly.
Yeah, talk to Joyce then. I love this pen. Alright, so rich person, and the only rich person I know of is Joyce. Woo! Hello, Neltron. I'm not a Nelf. I'm not a Noblin. I'm a nerd, and you've been nerd. I love that video, it's so stupid. Woo! Fucking raining! Let me save. Ooh, hiccup, sorry. Hey, Joyce!
You're back. Good. What this reality?
Yes, reality is your side case. An experimental side case.
Ah, yes. The episode. Sounds like an acute case of encephalopathy, now that I think of it.
Don't be phased, madame. He functions perfectly well. He only needs a lowdown on all of reality.
We may be here a while then. Ask away, officer. I'll help however I can.
All right, we're in. I know these all look good, but begin with the first, okay?
We're in Martinez, baby. A casual term of endearment popular among the 50-plus crowd. It's a disco holdover, pay it no heed. Aren't we all? Martinez is a district of Revachol. A very small district tucked away near the industrial harbour, north of the 881 and Jamrock. You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten, even. Shelled to smithereens during the Revolution. It has its charms, just not this time of year. I'm not a good ambassador. I've only been here once before, as a teenager. Not a lot has changed. There are ruins, a terminal, fishing boats, reeds, boys with boxy shoulders. As I told you, Martinez used to be a province, a workers' resort before the city swallowed it and the artillery did its part. Now the reeds are the real star of the show here. The further down the coast, the wilder it gets. It's not really a sea, it's the Bay of Revachol. And the bay feeds into the ocean. Yes, we're on an island in an ocean, the world's largest body of water, the Insulindic.
Known to the early Revacholians as Les Immensités Bleues, the blue immensities. Vast, lukewarm and unknowable, flowing in and out of sight.
Caillou, as you already know. Imagine a pebble. A smoothed-over pebble amidst a great blue sea, misshapen, cracked. The cracks are the River Esperance. We're in the delta of this river, on the 6th branch, the Martinez distributary.
It is clear this pebble is of enormous value to her. And to humanity at large.
No, caillou means like pebble in French. Caillou means pebble in French. It's not like an actual name. Yeah, I'm checking some. Oh my god. Twitter, please. Also, who am I going insane or like did someone else notice the fucking Doge on the fucking on Twitter? Like the fuck?
Revachol? Revachol is what you call a city. The great kind.
As if it's self-explanatory, beyond patriotism, a fact.
I don't know, man. This city like seems like very post-depression, like kind of beaten up. It looks like shit. I saw the Doge. I'm not going insane, am I?
History detective. They built this city to resolve history. Our part in it, at least. Our centuries. The
Built
nations
this
of the
city.
Occident, or migrant workers from
Don't pipe. Okay, don't. Please throw a pipe bomb directly at the Doge. Don't on my chat, please. You're going to cause collateral damage.
In the DeLorean century. 380 years ago. They say it's where the terrible questions of our time will be answered. The tensions are highest, the fault lines deepest. By that I mean conflicts. Ideological conflicts. The stuff of men. We are standing on a fertile, self-sufficient island able to sustain up to 200 million people in the middle of the Insulindic Ocean, the world's connective tissue. It's where the money is. I think it's fair to say so. Martinez is about 22 kilometers from the center of the world. That soldering iron is the Bank of the World building. The bottom floors are Insiacom, coalition government, Insulindian Mission Command.
Silence. She lowers her hand. The water, the light. It's as though you're seeing it for the first time. There is no recognition, only the immensity of the sea and the cold radiating from it.
We are where we are. I have no truer answer to give, unfortunately.
This is one thought you need to complete. Where are you?
Was there something else you wanted to know? I remember something about a lowdown.
This has been informative. Thank you, ma'am. I'm sure my memory-impaired partner has many more questions to ask, about even more fundamental aspects of reality. Might I suggest not asking them all right now? Madame Messier will be here later too, and tomorrow. Isn't that true, ma'am?
Absolutely. My commitment here is long-term.
The moth! The moth is back! The moth is back! Oh, fuck! Be gone! Be gone! Don't go to my face. There's a lamp! There's a lamp right there! Where are you? Shut! Where are you? Where is it? There. Oh, fuck off! Fuck off, moth! Fuck off! What you want from me? There you go. It just settled down somewhere. On my desk.
Oh, of course not. You are already diligent for getting this far, and diligent boys remember where they left off.
Indeed. I'm always at your service. These are unimportant times, Detective. You and I were born after the dust had settled. 1,000th of a second too late. For the big time. The revolution. It's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next, who gets shot in the head, and who gets the mineral rights. It's a real kerfuffle. Why, of course. We're talking Duke Out Central. Full swing intraspecies warfare. No, I would say the apes were neutral. On the other hand, maybe you're right. Those would be the communists. Generally speaking, 40 million people got shot in the head during the World Revolution. But the communists,
Jeez.
they all got shot in the head.
She's not gloating. It's a relieved celebration.
I'm not coming. What's this fucking picture? Hold on, I'm so glad my top surgery went well or whatever. The fucking, you know what I'm talking about, I'm so glad with both goth and trans. I'm a communist.
Oh, and the anarchists too. They shot them well. So well,
Yeah, that
I
one.
forget they even existed. Did they ever? Before they got shot themselves, they shot 2 million people.
Yeah, it was a kerfuffle, all right.
Yes, the Insulindian deluge, they call it. Oh, lots of people. Even the king got shot in the head, or thrown beneath a horse, or drowned. Accounts differ. It was unceremonious. Just as well, he wasn't actually the king. Just the king's nephew. The real king abdicated and lived out a long and productive life as a venture capitalist in Grad. I prefer the term risk-averse. King Guillaume was nobody's fool. He could smell a PR disaster brewing, so he got out alive, and his nephew Fricelle got shot in his place. Him and tens of thousands of his wonderfully fascist kingsmen. It was a wild time. The liberals got the mineral rights. And by mineral rights, I mean everything. Liberals are usually middle-class people, Detective, or the remaining gentry, the beneficiaries of the pre-revolutionary arrangement. Some were rich enough to stay with the Constitution, with monarchy. Big mistake. Others bet on the revolution. They were called the Ultras, or Ultra-Liberals. They fared well. They didn't win so much as survive. We were the last ones standing when the war ended. Everyone else got shot in the head, remember?
We. She's one of them. Of course.
To foreign intervention, the coalition. Those people really took the mineral rights. The liberals took everything that wasn't nailed to the ground. The coalition took the ground. The ocean, the laws, and the people. The coalition of nations. Grad, Mesk, Vesper, Messina, Oranje, and Sur-la-Clay. The armed center of the world. They landed here and ended the revolution. It was the moralist thing to do.
There is bitterness in her voice, tempered with understanding. She is critical, but ultimately understands the cause.
The moralists believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is. They believe in mineral rights, and not shooting people in the head. At least not in the same manner and volume as the others do. They are the long-standing provisional rulers of Revachol now, the coalition government. This is their zone of control. They embolden the RCM with crumbs of the same law they took. Technically speaking, you are a moralist.
The color of moralism is blue. The official motto of Moral Intern, or Moralist International, is a blue forget-me-not, a piece of grey sky. Unofficial. For a moment, there was hope.
A devout man of the center.
Ah, shit.
Hard to come by. It's good to have someone who takes a moderate approach to head shooting. In your line of work, I mean.
Not sure if I really want to pick it
Turn of
up.
the century revolution? Don't answer it. It's a trick question. The revolution began in '02 on the Isla of Grad, though by the end, nearly the whole world had gotten involved. It wasn't a who, but a what. A pandemic of Zarat.
Oh, Jesus.
Particularly virulent prion disease, which the authorities in Grad proved unable to contain. Then Mazov came along and overthrew the government.
Prion diseases are fucking terrifying. Like the fact it's not like a virus or a bacteria that does that, it's just the prions in your like nervous system just going haywire and killing you. Ugh.
It made people overthrow their governments.
Nah.
Of course not. It was a highly infectious microorganism that destroyed brain tissue. The actual causes of the revolution were material. The pandemic only provided the spark. From Revachol and Grad? Not far. The world managed to cauterize itself. Mazov's government was overthrown in '08, and the coalition crushed the Revachol commune 2 years later. It was the end. Why? You and I, officer. Our lives in the zone of control.
Something tells you her life and yours are not that similar. Maybe it's because she has a boat and you have that necktie? A pair of pants?
I'm not even wearing pants. I got my pussy out.
No doubt. But we share the same time and position on the planet's crust. That counts for more than you think. A city-state divided into free market zones under the everlasting interregnum of the Coalition of Nations, and you, of course, the citizens' militia.
The clatter of typewriter keys fills the main hall of the reappropriated silk mill. Precinct 41. Chad Tilbrook presses enter. Outside, Officer Elfboy Williams slams the door of an armored motor carriage.
The Zone of Control is the third incarnation of Revachol, after the failure of the Suzerain and the Commune. Modernity. They developed the marvels of the inter-eastlery communication, telematic milieus, radiation, colored plastics. Meanwhile, in Revachol West, the aftermath continues for the 5th decade. 43 years. Hard to fathom, I know. The 20s saw a decade of urban war, west of the river leveled, offshore platforms in flames. Still, it's regarded as an improvement on what came before. 08 to 19 was simply hell. The 30s? Things settled down in the 30s. Revachol East transformed itself into the world's largest tax haven, with the international community's blessing. For the first time in a long time, it seemed like things were going somewhere. Yes, and quantitative easing. It was a market mirage, unfortunately. The 40s dispelled it. An Isla-wide hangover, you might say. So, here we are. Welcome to reality, baby.
From the looks of it, the 50s haven't been much better for the Zone of Control. You can see it in her eyes. Days slipping away.
I've no right to be dissatisfied. This shirt is Barbara Muscova, this raincoat is impervious to rain and is guaranteed for 100 years. My daughters will wear it. No, it's just... we could have had so much more. Every one of us. If only we'd played it right. Good question. What would you have done differently?
No, her first.
And I asked you, past-less detective of the Citizens Militia, what insight has acute encephalopathy given to you? So a quarter of humanity simply lost their minds. And how would you stop a prion? A complex folding protein, unlife, with a technology 50 years ago. Good hygiene.
I
Really.
mean, the
A very
prions don't
moderate
really get...
solution to an extreme problem.
Because
Don't
either
feel
it's
the far
genetic, from
pressures
what I
that do the
understand,
authorities impart.
or caused by cannibalism, so...
When they failed to step up, Marzov and his party stepped
Normally you
in.
should be fine.
In
You
this
shouldn't get
particular
prion disease if you
case,
don't,
maybe
you
a
know,
more
eat someone
robust
else's
state
brains.
response might have been appropriate.
Opinions expressed here do not reflect the official position of the RCM.
And what is your official position, Lieutenant?
My position, ma'am? My parents got ripped to shreds in the revolution. I would have gone the same way. I was saved by being 2 years old. That's my position. The abattoir.
Understandable. They are what they are. Who knows? An afterbloom may yet come. Anyway, enough sentimentality. Is there anything else you want to know?
Not so fast. Who is she in all this? Ask her who she is. She owes you an answer.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know.
Let me save first. Alright, what should I get next? Physical instrument, maybe? Hold on. I could try maybe a physical instrument just in case. I don't know. What do you guys think? What should I upgrade? I also need authority, but I don't know. Yeah, physical instrument then. How do I hold on? Develop more thoughts. 'Cause I'm trying to unlock the other ones, but do I have to forget them? Alright, I'm gonna go to the trash container and see if I can actually open it now that I got a slightly better physical instrument. Let's see. It's in the yard, I suppose. Actually, wait, no, what am I doing? I should talk to the Joyce more so I can spend more time because I got 3 more hours until I have to meet the guy. Joyce.
You're back. Good. More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything. It's a neurological disorder caused by a lack of vitamin B in the brain. Symptoms include a retrograde amnesia. It's quite serious. You should get yourself checked out.
She conveys it in short, cold bursts, trying not to invest too deeply in the condition of this doomed detective, in case he goes down later, souring the entire portfolio.
Well, it's either bariatric surgery or long-term alcohol use.
She nods slowly.
Yes, and perform autoerotic asphyxiation on yourself with your funny necktie, out in the open somewhere.
She won't maneuver her way out of this one.
I am the vilest of the vile. A traitor, a devourer of nations and infants. I am an ultra.
Just me on liberal. Number 2? Okay.
Yes. I am the nether creature of the Forbidden Swamp. I pushed the king under a shit wagon and betrayed the revolution. My kind surrendered the nation to financial colonists. I can see you thought we'd gone extinct. After all, no sane person identifies as an ultra-liberal anymore. Not in broad daylight.
Ultra-liberal. The final boss of the woke mob.
Tell me, now that I've uncoiled myself, do you find me frightening?
In her green eyes you see a mixture of truth and self-satire. Decades of guilt and pride. Forgive her. But only because you like pearlescent teeth and those light green eyes.
Let's see. What should I go for? That one is a bit silly, I'm not gonna lie. A monster. Nothing? What line to pick there? You're a monster! Like the gingerbread man. Three? I don't know, man. It's like, oh, I know you're a terrible person, but you're funny, so it's okay. That's the vibe it gives me to me. I guess.
That's a pity. I hope we can remain collegial despite it. Remember, we were partners, whether you like to admit it or not. There's blood on many hands, I assure you. When the dust settled, the Liberals were the only ones left to clean up the mess. By virtue of their survival, they were handed enormous power to shape the future. This was all our last generation managed. With due respect to our overlords, the eternal caretaker government that keeps Martinez a monument to the efficacy of its artillery, I would not have relinquished sovereignty to the Coalition. Not here in Martinez, and not in the Stella Maris or Delta Beachheads either. If not for my own sake, then for my daughters. We had an obligation to defend our sovereignty. We should have burned the whole Isla down rather than let them have it.
You're not gonna hit the gritty, are you, Jack?
Dark orange flames reflect in her green eyes. An oil fire on the ocean.
What line? What line? Which line should I pick?
Yes, I suppose I am. But I wouldn't be a patriot anywhere but here.
Seditious talk, man.
Perhaps. My intellectual vanity will be my undoing.
No! Don't hit the gritty for the face plushies, Jack! Okay, I tried playing Metal Gear Revenge just a while ago, but I could never really like vibe with it. Maybe maybe one time I could visit. One time I could try again, but for some reason the movement just felt very frustrating to me.
Yes. Whatever else I am, I'm also a mother and a wife. Now, shall we return to reality?
I'm not gonna do that later.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else?
Metal Gear Revengeance. You know, the one with the funny cyborg. Laws of nature! Anyway. Doctor! Release my boom bitties! Ah! What the fuck? I don't know why Raiden turned German, but okay. Alright. Okay, so we got a little less than 2 hours before we can finally meet the guy.
Stands. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
Doctor, turn off my boo-womp inhibitors! Ah!
You see, you've done this before. The movements are recorded in your elbows, the methodology in your fingers. You're used to this.
Doctor, turn my enemies into the Woyak and the meat the Chad! Fuck, y'all need to reach out to Wes for that. Hey, I don't know if I should screenshot the fucking the chat right now and tag Wes in it. She makes a pretty good writing impression. I don't want to bother for her either. I'm sure she's busy with stuff. Like, should I screenshot this and send it to her? Like, tag her in this? I don't know. She showed up on my stream last week, but she just popped in to say hi, so she's usually very busy. Doctor, my tummy hurt! Like, I kinda wanna show it to her, but I don't wanna bother her here. I'm sure she's busy with stuff, and I'm a bit too stupid.
A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below. And turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however. You see milk.
Doctor, I threw up.
With one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. You've done this before. The movements are recorded in your elbows. The methodology in your fingers. No, searching for evidence in the trash. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil. Not much to see here anymore. Just a burnt apron. There's nothing more. The container sounds a muffled gong.
Ew. Maybe I should increase the savoir-faire next. Doctor! Turn on my nightlight! Fucking silly. I love when Twitch chat gets silly. Alright. Who else should I talk to? Hold on, I'm not gonna attack Measurehead yet. I'm just gonna need to check how many chances I have right now with a new point upgrade. Run faster!
Your raised descent has only
42. Slightly. That's much better.
You have really let yourself go.
What if I save scum this? Guys, should I save scum and try again until I get the right, like, result? Because 42 is a more even chance, but I should probably, like, maybe wait a bit. Say scum? Yeah, yay or nay? Let's see. Better items. I don't think I got stuff for better. I'm gonna use that for musical instrument. All right. So how much do I have then with this piece of clothing on now?
Your race descent has
58. Save? Time to save, scum guys! Have to try it over and over again.
descent has only worsened since
Ah!
last.
Okay.
You have really
Alright.
let yourself.
He continues to talk. Alright.
It has happened.
Another fit of criminal, right? Good.
Yeah.
Now go before you enter cardiac arrest.
Please, stop doing this. You are...
Okay. Yeah, I got slightly better. 58 is a bit better. Like, it's a little over...
Your race descent has only
Okay.
worsened since I last saw you. You
No.
have really let yourself go.
Okay.
It has happened.
Another fit. Good. Now go.
How do I skip
before
this?
you enter
Quicker.
cardiac
Please, stop doing
Okay. Let's see. Ooh. Speed.
Your race descent has only worsened
Yes!
since I last saw you. You have really let yourself
Oh!
go.
Just like that, instinct took over.
Spin of luck!
Strike straight into his throat, into the cardiac.
Ooh! Oh, that's painful. Ugh.
The man is reeling, gasping for air. Time stands still around you. In the distance, the sounds of the harbor are falling silent. All you hear is a small gurgling sound as a trickle of blood appears on the man's...
Okay, guys, what should I do? What should I do? I need to beat the shit out of him. Beat the shit out of the racists. Yeah! Yeah, Harry! Fuck him up! Yeah!
lands with a
Fucking-
dull thump, like a broken down puppet of muscles and sinew. For a moment, he still tries to keep his head up, dazed eyes looking at you.
Disco Inferno!
Eyes
Fuck that guy!
is the button. As you slam your fist on the button, the man collapses entirely, his head rolling to the side.
Looks like you're the new measurehead now.
Her voice is surprisingly calm.
No one is the new measurehead. Let's go before he gets up.
Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Get his ass! Get his ass! Finally, though. Hey. What, you're pretty- what's going on, Harry? You're very slow.
The man is still knocked out.
Alright. Where do I go now? Oh, right, the door, I guess, right? Yeah, the door. I can get my coat now! The coat! I don't have to jump anymore. Oh my, that's a lot of stuff here. stealing. Le jardin. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm gonna steal the fucking meds. Like a yeah. Oh. Glasses to be smart.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
Let's see what's inside, he thinks. The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders. Hundreds of documents containing logistical data.
Hobocup moment.
Transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara. And the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold. It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry. The drawer slides.
Pussy out. Anyway.
Bent metal, broken glass. Your path lies strewn with the broken forms of everyday objects. You are the destroyer, the bane of inanimate matter. Kudos. The file cabinet stands steady as ever. Whatever's hidden here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it. However, there is a little handwritten note stuck on the side of the drawer. It appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters. Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everart's plants, sweep office floor, more banners. All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled.
Everard Clare, probably. The head of the Debarders Union. One of his aides must have left it. Nothing incriminating here.
Remember, Leo, all items on the list. The drawer slides shut.
I could be for the pawn shop, I guess.
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, "Tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change."
The coat!
The tarpaulin cloak is still hanging on the railing. The white rectangle of the Revachol Citizens Militia is clearly visible on its back. As your fingers touch the tarpaulin, it almost feels like the cloak wants to deliver a message of comfort through your fingertips. I will shield you from the elements and give my life for yours. That's what the cloak is relaying.
Let's see. The car +1 shivers. I wonder if I could shine this on the car to see what to read the holographic stuff. Did I do that? You actually do that, like put yourself in front of the car's lights and have it read the thing for you. So like question, I don't, not for the code, you can't do that. Or, okay. So question about the thoughts, because I have a few like, thoughts I just unlocked. How do I like research them? Do I have to forget some of them? How does this work? Ooh, things. They take a while to unlock more slots. Oh, okay, so as I level up, I guess. So many bottles, so much money! Fuck yeah! I'm rich! Kim, you need to get out of the way. Nothing else? Okay.
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, Rene Arnaud.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table. It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man, Rene, is dressed in a Royal Carabinier uniform. The girl is young and very pretty. She is smiling playfully at the camera. Rene looks like he's about to smile. This photo must be tied to some good memories.
Why did you take that picture of René? You're really interested in that old soldier. Not sure I understand your fascination, but sure, as long as it doesn't take up a whole lot of time.
This is the night.
Whoa, 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 whoa! You see that? The game's kinda glitching out for a bit. What's that?
A rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marche and Arrête are faded.
That's not how you pronounce it! But it's fine, it's
large
French.
crane
Don't
car.
respect French.
A container is attached to its hook block. Marche. On. Arrête. Off.
That's not how you pronounce it. Right. Not yet. Not yet. We should probably like head back, you know? It's getting late and I need to sell these bottles and see if I can start the next day. Oh yeah, and talk to the guy, of course, on the balcony. It's almost 7 p.m. in game. Oh. Oh. Shit. Well, fuck. I have to talk to the guy, though. Where the fuck is Evrar? Yeah, I had a thought. Fuck. Where could he possibly be? Okay. Money. Money! Oh, who's this? Hi.
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on.
The lyrics to this container song are being made up as he goes along. The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi, from the vanishing peninsula of Ubisunt on Muindi.
Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everard.
I'm gonna talk to him later. Ah, he must be here. There he is!
Before you is
There he is!
of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you. With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing.
Welcome,
Oops.
Mr. Dubois,
Oh.
Mr. Kitsuragi. It's
What?
good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat.
Fucking voice.
I'm Everard Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez. I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up.
Jesus.
You understand?
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
Oh no, is that the uncomfortable chair?
You go ahead, detective.
Is that the uncomfortable chair?
Whatever he has in store for you.
Is that
you
the
can't
chair that kills you?
things. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals. Take a seat. I insist.
Oh no, I don't want a seat. I don't want the
It's nothing.
seat.
Yes, that's probably right. It's nothing. Forget about it. Filter it out.
Very well, Mr. Dubois. I respect a man with strong convictions. I, too, have convictions. One of which is that I will not engage with any man who won't face me at
Fuck!
Should you find yourself more amenable in the future, I'd gladly resume our conversation.
You're no Titan of Elysium, buddy. He's got you in a fork.
I don't want to
Sit
die.
down or leave.
My pain threshold is kinda shit.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another. So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
The chair.
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
The most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
Ugh!
By the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense. It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
Hey, that's 25 real. That's good money. Think of all the stuff you could.
Wait. Okay, what option should I get? Let's see. What should I get? Do I just thank him? I have a couple items, thankfully, but oh my god. He's bribing me, so you say. I'm gonna be like quiet. I'm gonna be a bit defiant.
Is there anything you'd like to say to me? Or...
No.
Don't mention it. But also don't forget it. I'm just kidding, of course.
He's not.
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only two words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun. When he said, "Don't worry," he actually meant, be very worried.
Are you all right, Harry? You say you got this, but you seem a little anxious to me. Don't be. Everything's going to be all right. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's
I'll
in a
not take
safe
the check,
place.
maybe.
I
Fuck.
just know it. I have
I
a
need the
feeling
money is the
everything's
thing.
going to be all right.
Officer, we will deal with this later. We
Okay.
don't need Mr. Clare's help with this.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
No! I can't do that. It's gonna be terrible. Fuck. Fuck.
God,
Yeah.
you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry.
I can cry.
aren't you? You're about to cry because you lost your gun and those children are gonna shoot themselves with it. You want to cry?
It's not weak.
You're weak. Whatever you do, don't cry. You'll think you're disgusting.
Crying is a cathartic response to stress.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
What is this, Mr. Dubois? He keeps repeating. What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the fuck down. Chill.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry!
While Everard is distracted by your odd behavior, the lieutenant's eyes are mapping everything around you. The folder, desk, papers on the wall.
Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
Maybe you could use your hands somehow, in a kind of throw-in motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
Shit, what should I get? Shit.
Don't be dramatic. I can see your condition isn't terminal.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. Police officer questions. It is about time to stop embarrassing yourself. Questions will help you regain some of your lost dignity.
Oh boy, I'm afraid of picking that one because it might cause me to, like, relapse and get a game over. So, I don't want to pick something that's, like, personal to Harry. Or maybe I could leave for now. I could maybe leave and come back later, right? I can come back to this later. Drink some water. Thirsty. I come. Okay, so I guess I can quit for now.
Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate. Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white Union man. Take care, Harry.
Where is it? I don't find. Whatever. I'll come back to this. Wait. Before. That was terrible. Absolutely terrible. Ah, okay. Key item cannot be removed. Okay. Yeah. Oof, that was absolutely dog shit. I embarrassed myself. How's my character now? Zero fascist! Yay! Okay. it still open? Okay.
The tear machine stands in the... Your bottles clunk into... A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all...
Okay, here. I hope... Okay,
Okay.
here.
There's a couple items and it's fine. Okay, right now. Oh. Worthless in a pawn shop, okay.
Is this about, wow. I didn't know you worked for the Union, sir. Anything else I can do for you?
No, you don't work for the Union.
So I got some extra money for the next day, for the next room. It's nice. I could try buying the pin back for Lena, right? I mean, I got 60. That's like 3 days worth of well, not yet, but you know. The worker's not here today? Oh! Diamond Hoo-Ha Man! Thank you for following.
It's you again. What is it?
I need to show René, which I also missed this guy. Oh wait, no, René is a soldier. I'm stupid. What am I talking about? Confused another guy. Is René still outside? Let's see. I don't know if they're still playing petanque outside. Oh, it's raining. Ah, there they are. Hey, René. 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 Go faster, Harry.
I like playing in the dark. Sharpens your nocturnal instincts. Feels like being on recon again. Yes, the Debardeurs Union pays me to stand vigil during the nights. Not out of any political allegiance, mind you. I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a few hours every night anyway, and money is tight.
He feels like he has to justify himself for some reason.
Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. Been on a 2-week leave since last Monday. It's a private matter. Nothing to do with your investigation.
You see, officer, René is the kind of man who would rather die than admit he needs medical assistance or, God forbid, seek it. A real man's man.
No, that's unhealthy.
I'm fine, goddammit. Mind your own business.
Oh, Jesus.
It's nothing. Just got to cut back on coffee. No one. The bus has been unmanned since last Monday. There's no other guard. It's just me.
No one has been guarding the container yard since last Monday.
Yes. It's not actually an issue. I mean...
Look, officer. The container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before René. Monsieur Claire had that booth built specially for him. It's mostly decorative.
The possibility of someone being in there is enough to discourage any ill-minded individuals.
Evrard created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabiniers' pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated Kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words.
I mean, the unions are kind of meant to be kind of left-leaning, but this is definitely a bit fascist kind of sounding. Also a bit capitalist. This is capitalist, definitely. Oh, gone. This is also a bit. Yeah, working together.
We conclude the topic of my guard booth now. She is nobody. This is none of your concern, and I refuse to discuss my private affairs with the RCM.
The lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu, and she sure as hell wasn't a nobody.
Yes. Like I said, it would be up anyway, so
Oh,
might
shit.
as well keep an eye out. It keeps my senses sharp.
Can I already pay Garte tonight? Yeah. He too lost his wife, huh? Hey, Garte.
Can I help you? You're already set for the night.
Okay.
Your door is unlocked.
Thank you, Garte.
Oh, hello, dear. There.
You know, to hell with it.
Sure.
Let's have more cryptids.
Yay!
Officers. Is there a particular cryptid you two are interested in learning about? That would be the Giant of Coconur. The giant lives in the most arid parts of the vast Coconur Desert in South Samara, casting a strange light across the barren wastes. A mirage or a psychogenous luminance. No one knows for sure. It is like an awful mountain.
Fucking more
appearing
cryptids,
from
yeah.
below the horizon and expanding to cover almost a third of your field of vision. The towering luminosity of Coconur is a bad omen in local folklore. Some say it's a fata morgana, others, fate unimaginable.
Who here? No animal can be that large. It's a mirage.
That's what makes it so peculiar. A species surviving at the very limits of scientific law. The giant of Coconur must be the largest animal the planet can support. There are limits, you see, to how large a metabolism an ecosystem can beget. Some say a gravity anomaly below the Coconur Desert might allow the creature to grow to these gargantuan sizes.
Great. This is great shit.
Yeah!
Gravity anomaly. Digging it. Digging this parascientific stuff right here.
Yes. It's the kind green ape. Half war story, half undiscovered species in the genus Homo. Yes, it was reported by soldiers in South Safra during the war. The kind green ape would visit bunkers during the night, healing wounded soldiers with its saliva. Yes, it has amazing healing qualities. Some soldiers reported growing back limbs, regaining their sight. Indeed, there is. It's our closest relative among the cryptids. Same taxonomic family, different genus. Which is to say, the kind green ape is a species with which we share a common ancestor, and that evolved parallel to our own. Just like your partners.
What?
The lieutenant looks at you, pleasantly
That's
surprised.
weird.
Oh, no, I didn't mean to imply that Saolites are inferior to us in many ways. You
What?
are superior. For example, your earwax doesn't have a foul odor like ours does.
A tremendous evolutionary advantage, I'm sure. But perhaps we've had enough speculative biology for today.
Yeah, indeed. That's what, ma'am?
What an interesting question. And the answer is yes, there are.
Of course. All fairy tales have someone or something invisible in them. Okay, I won't spoil your fun. What is the invisible cryptid?
It's the Col de Mamadaqua. Its name means thin whisper of sound, and that's precisely what it is. Self-replicating sound waves, invisible and intangible. The Col de Mama is very afraid of us, which makes it incredibly difficult to track.
Col de Mamadaqua can also be translated as a whisper light and low.
Yes, that's another translation. They're both quite lovely, aren't they? Although the low part is a little ironic. The Col de Mamadaqua makes, or rather is, such a high-pitched sound that other animals, including humans, can't hear it. It could be everywhere all of the time, and we wouldn't know.
Fine, I'll bite. How can an animal be a sound?
Many scientists have asked the same question. Some have claimed that it isn't itself a sound, but a tiny corpuscle that emits sound waves. But there's no evidence to support this theory. It could be. As I said, it could be everywhere. And we wouldn't know any better. It could be ringing all the days of our lives and nights. Plenty. It's the evidence that led to its discovery. In the 20s, a group of Areopagi ornithologists, that is, scientists who study birds, were trying out a new recording technology for capturing sounds outside the range of human hearing. When playing back recordings they had made in the foothills of the Ea mountain range, they noticed certain anomalies, patterns that seemed random at first, but on closer examination were consistent with the waveforms of songbirds. The scientists soon discovered they could track and even predict what appeared to be feeding, mating, and migration patterns based on sound waves in a strictly delimited range of ultrasonic frequencies, even higher than those of the highest pitched bat calls.
She transforms, when speaking about these strange animals, into a confident woman.
They realized that they had discovered a new species and called it
Just
the
the
Col de
Discolites.
Mamadaqua, after the Paracanassian name for the voice of God, which is said to be very silent. They grew quite obsessed with these little birds. Even though they couldn't see them, they could distinguish among individual birds and even began to name some of them. Sequester, Time, Joscan, those are but some of the Mamadaqua they followed individually. That is a sad story. A group of university students assisting with the field work in their enthusiasm for the project, and no doubt because they were preoccupied with impressing their professors, nearly drove it to extinction. They tried to communicate with it and had no other means but sound. So they started sending out sound waves at frequencies they thought might match the Mamadaquas.
Oh no.
This lady really should be a teacher. She's really good at the explaining things thing. Psst. They cancel each other out. Psst.
Exactly. And these tests were performed so recklessly that when they happened upon the right frequency, well, they wiped out most of the population.
Great regret washes over her. A Wending cloth.
After that, the corpuscle appears to have migrated elsewhere. There have been recordings of anomalies similar to those spotted in Ea, but they've been few and far between. It's impossible to confirm the presence of any stable Koltamamadakwa population anywhere.
Of course. A common thread in these. Disappearance and unfalsifiability. I like the story, though, man.
I'm glad you did, dear. What about what? I'm glad you like them.
It's not 9 yet. To next. What's the next trait I should upgrade next? Authority could be nice if I have to provide authority to hit us. But it's very tricky. I have to figure out a way to go through there.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod.
Where should I go next? I could try maybe the barbell, but I might have to save scum a bit because I'm not sure if I'm good at it. Because my physics, my physique is kind of awful.
Could it be the Koldamama Dakwa? No, it's probably just your imagination. There seems to be an extremely high-pitched ring. Ultrasonic. Lena said it was very high-pitched, right? It's like something tickles your ear. There it is again. You're about to rediscover a long-lost species. It must be very close. Maybe, just maybe, it will come toward you. What are you doing? You're a police officer, not a pansy ornithologist.
What?
The only birds you should be looking for are healthy women of childbearing age. Oh no. The sound. It's moving away. Somewhere over there. Go after it. No. Too late. It's gone. There is no ringing anymore. Just the sound of the streets. Keep your ears peeled, then. If the species really has migrated to Martinez, you're sure to hear it again.
I can't internalize that shit yet. Oh, so that's how I unlocked the slots. I need to wait until I have 100 skill points. Oh, fuck. Is that how it works? Damn. No, they like give you.
Lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
They give you certain buffs. Oh. Oh yeah, the phasmid, yeah, the bug, the stick bug. the phasmid is a cryptid that Lena's husband was looking for, right? Ma'am, you're already in the rain? Yeah, the phasmid is the cryptologist who's stuck on the other side of the island right now. So we have to wait until tomorrow till we can actually maybe find him. Because he was out there studying the bug with his friend. Let's see, how much...
The barber waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master. No, it's not that. It's the stale smell of rubber, the squeaky sound of sneakers, your bruised knee against the mat, and a whistle. Then the feeling is gone. It's just a memory from another life, when you were young and fit.
I wonder if wearing those electrochemistry things will actually maybe make me unlock the mirror. Let me see. No, I can't. I don't know what to wear exactly. Suggestion. Uh... I don't know. I need to think of some better stats on the clothes right now. What if I bought the pin back for Lena? Because I got some okay money, and eventually if I don't need the data queue once I'm, like, done with it, I could sell for 50 real, which is a lot of money. What do you think? Should I buy the pin back for Lena? Because I feel bad about it. It's like $3. Should I get the pin back? No. I feel like I have enough maybe money to be a little bit secure for a few days.
Hello again. How can I help you? The Coldima Madakwa. Sorry, I would never have guessed that you were that interested in ultrasonic sounds. Or birds for that matter. Oh, I didn't mean to imply otherwise. But it's been a while since I've gone hunting for the Coldima Madakwa myself. Once knew a group of young musicians who decided they didn't want to play music anymore, and started looking for all kinds of interesting sounds instead. Cool or not, one of them was obsessed with recording the Coldy Mamadakwa. And he was one of those passionate people who know a lot about all kinds of strange things. So he got the rest of us to join in his search. We thought we did. We got together all these recordings of unusual sound patterns, compared them, cut them up and combined them into the Symphonia Coldy Mamadakwa. Unfortunately, I don't have any recordings from my old life. None at all. But I do have a tape with some ultrasonic sounds that might be what you're looking for.
Do we really have time for this?
Machine.
This recording comes from down the coast. Wasn't looking to record anything specific. Just left a recording device there one morning. Keep in mind, I have to slow this one down enough to make sounds well over 200 kilohertz audible to the human ear. It will be strange.
As the hum grows louder, modulating but always unnaturally uncomfortably low, like it's coming not from the speakers, but also from inside your chest. Breathing is becoming difficult. Not good. Not good. You're about to start suffocating.
The fuck?
Stop this. There's a growing sense of dread. The sound is coming from inside you, but also surrounding you. It feels as though
the bird is killing me.
outside your range of vision. He nods to you, reassuringly, just as more diverse, higher-pitched sounds, some random, some appearing to form patterns, hit your eardrums.
Gulls and skewers. But
a low range of sounds is easier to handle with a focal point, but still troubling. You are mesmerized by the sounds, but also feel nausea welling up as the motif continues, then begins to recede, dissolving in what must be the sound of water lapping at the bank.
you know, now that I've listened to it on these new speakers, it's not the Coldy Mamadakwa. Wrong patterns, wrong photons. Probably some insect trying to sing higher than its predators can hear. Still, fascinating, aren't they? Early morning sounds. Yes. Fortunately, I still have it. 3:30 and it's yours. Yes, you did, but this is how pawn shops make profit. So, do you want it or not?
Alright, sure.
Here you go, officer. Anything else I can do for you today?
I have enough money to like pay like a couple more days, and eventually I will sell the thing. Cube. Lena, I got your pin! Thank you!
Hello, dear. There you are again. I hope you were able to pawn that old trinket. Oh, thank you, dear. I confess I am glad to see it again. Very honorable of you, officer.
Even the lieutenant seems happy with this turn of events.
Now, what else, sweetie?
Okay, so this is how I unlock a thought. Alright. Minus logic, nah. This one. 6 hours, 4 hours, 30 minutes, 3 hours, 25. Ooh. Okay, no malices from that. Fucking sell that shit. I forgot to sell that stuff.
I've got nothing to say to you.
I need to find out how to reach that place. Nothing interesting with Kuna, I suppose.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Yeah.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Let's go back to the pawn shop. Wait, check something. Oh, what happened with my voice there? I thought we were crack.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Goblin mother. He's on drugs. That poor kid just needs like rehab or something. Poor fucking kid. Like, listen, he's like 12, and I know he called me the F slur, but that kid needs help. Can't really hold it against him. Like, he's in a bad situation. Yeah, like, he and Kunes, they need like fucking therapy and better like guardians. I don't know. This poor fucking kid. Yeah. Feel bad selling the fucking. I don't want to sell this.
How can I help? Sure. Let me have a look. Oh, no. I don't like those kinds of objects. No sale. A photic path, counter radiance network, anti-magnetism. It's darkness. That's all I know. Sell me something lighter.
You have absolutely no idea what aphotic paths are, but the tattoos on the man are not that.
A photic. Phot is like the light. Oh, that it lacks light, I guess. Yeah, it's dark. Not really sell that?
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
I don't think I want to sell that. I need money.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
No.
I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment. And especially that tie. It swallows photons around it. I have no need for necrotic objects.
Your vibes are rancid.
Necrotic object. I'm fun. Look at me sparkle in the light of the projector.
Another time, perhaps.
Backyard wall. Oh, I think I know where it is. Okay, it's almost 8 p.m. One more in-game hour.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Gonna maybe,
Yeah. Why?
Why must we stop to...
maybe they've come a bit on that one. Bean.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing. Yeah. Why? It's a wall. An ordinary wall.
Ah, wait, do I have any items that have customization? Hold on. Let's see. There you go.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here. Just an ordinary wall. Because you see it, finally. This wall is sublime. Look at it. The shadows, the colors. All the other walls on all the other houses must make a pilgrimage in adoration of this, the uncontested pinnacle of wallcraft.
I don't see anything special, to be honest.
Of God. Oh, Wallfather.
Okay.
Huh? He sounds tired of it all.
The wall! And yeah, the brush strokes kind of look like a cityscape a bit.
Sure. I suppose we have to pass by it again at some point anyway.
Drop penis on it. I mean, maybe Cindy. Maybe Cindy could have a brush. I could ask her. Cindy, do you have a brush?
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
What for?
Well, if it's for art. But what kind of art are we talking about? Sounds like you're just about to live out your self-pity, not make a statement. I can't have shit art on my conscience. Yeah, not gonna hold my breath, Piggy. You look like you'd suck. Everything really.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that yet then. Fuck. Fuck. Who's pinging me on Discord? Oh, I... Sorry, just saw like a funny comment on my server. Alright. Let me drink some water. It's not time yet.
Give me a moment.
Let's talk to Kim.
Yes? What do you want to know? No, it's not a particularly mysterious case. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that. There was some interest in this case at my station, but not for the reasons you have in mind. You seem to wish there was Yes, it just so happens
I know.
there's a beautiful, blonde, 19-year-old woman at the heart of this case. A rich one, in fact, part of a murder sex cult.
The weary tone is the surest indicator that the lieutenant is being sarcastic.
Actually, it does have to be murder. This is another investigation. But we don't
Kim
know.
is just wondering what the fuck is
It
wrong.
can still be an otherworldly sex mystery in your head with a dark twist.
The fuck?
He's basically challenging you to sex it up with some lurid twist. Don't get right into it. Sit on it a bit. Then hit him with it.
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
His disdain
Love
is
this
clear.
game.
This man would not use such an expression otherwise.
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it. Better still than an imbecile cop-off. It's just stupidity. Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case? You mean like a brief? There's no reason to wing anything. 3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Yeah.
They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex. There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that. That's right. Good.
No response. He's having trouble A moment passes.
What about me? No.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. You're pretty sure it has something to do with the lieutenant's eyebrow. The eyebrow is exercising psionic control over you.
Something the matter, detective?
What's going on? It's like you're a puppet in his hands.
They're staring at each other. Look at them staring at each other, just sending psionic waves or something.
The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
The standing person emoji.
What do you mean? I have no idea what you're talking about.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must
Oh, right, yeah.
be rudimentary. The lieutenant is a police officer of the old school. His concerns are material and extrinsic. But this isn't an old school case.
So what? That makes you the new school? God spare us. For real detective work, nothing beats a good notebook by your side.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. That's where his conversations with himself take place. We all have our different mediums. His is written.
Good. Let's...
I hate to, like, waste the time here now, though. I've been streaming for 2 hours and a half, but I really want to at least, like, meet the guy. This is the place that doesn't work here. Can't open this door yet. A key.
Yes? What do you want to know? Good.
No response. He's having trouble. A moment passes. The lieutenant...
What about me? What do you mean? I have no idea.
The lieutenant is a... But this isn't an...
I can't say that it does, no. When I need to think, I just use my notebook.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. That's where his conversations with himself take place. We all have our different mediums. His is written.
Good.
I still got like 40 minutes in game before I can actually talk to the guy, so... Oh, the book? Oh, which book? Oh, right.
The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Friesel. From the sides of his head, a pair of white antlers spread to the corners of the cover. Because Friesel was incompetent, foolish, and cruel. In short, the embodiment of everything the communards wished to overthrow. It's satire, you see. To your disappointment, there aren't any full-color pictures to direct your attention. Just column after column of closely set text, interrupted occasionally by little doodles in black and white. After rifling the pages with your thumb several times, you return to the table of contents. The magazine is divided into several sections: international developments, Kunst und Kultur, and local concerns. Just inside the cover, there's also an editor's note.
It's German for like knowledge and culture.
Comrade, as you know, this journal takes its name from Mazov's immortal expression, Du cristal à la fumée. This was his way of describing the way the rigid, crystalline structures of capitalist ideology turn to smoke under communism. But, like the structures of capitalist ideology, we too are at risk of going à la fumée. Unlike many publications which are content to spoon-feed their readers reassuring drivel, La Fumée is committed to telling the radical truth, even when that truth may drive away potential subscribers. So please, if you value our radical Mazovian perspective on contemporary politics, culture, and international affairs, please consider subscribing today. Yours in struggle, the editors. You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you. This section includes a long, tedious critique of the latest round of free trade negotiations between the EPIS nations and the Free State of Semenine. You also skip over an article about heavy fuel oil smuggling along the Messina border, something about bear wrestling in Samara, book riots in Yugograd. Face it, you really aren't interested in foreign affairs. You're not even sure what...
Oh, shrimp check. Yep. I was straining my spine. Ooh, a cracked of it. Ooh.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Stretch? Okay. I've been streaming for a while. I don't usually stream that long, but I'm really invested right now. I want to at least finish the day.
It takes a moment, but gradually it dawns on you that
oh, Kunst is art. Oops, not knowledge.
Must mean arts and culture. As you leaf through this section, you come across several reviews of recent radio plays, as well as a brief artist spotlight featuring a local artist identified only as CS. The main feature, though, is a long essay titled Tip Top Tournée, a critical Mazovian perspective. The Tip Top Tournée is an inter-Isolari racing series, mostly known for its high speeds, ludicrous sponsorship deals, and high death toll. In Revachol, it's held quadrennially on the prestigious Zero Carousel racing circuit. This so-called artist spotlight is really just a brief Q&A, made all the briefer by the subject's evident hostility to her interviewer.
Cindy? Cindy the Skull? Could be her?
You think you're settling in for a relaxing recap of the most recent season, maybe sprinkled with some nice anecdotes about a few of the more colourful drivers. Instead, you find yourself skimming a 10,000-word feature about all the politically problematic aspects of Tip Top Tournée. Where to even start? For one, there's the crass commercialism of its sponsorships, and then there's the practically criminal emphasis on deadly motor crashes. So, all of it, basically. Oddly enough, this article has 2 bylines: Nasteb Encolada Bernal and Exilus Buka. There's no way those are real names. Have you ever met anyone named Exilus? Come on, they're plainly pseudonyms.
I need to go to the bathroom. Piss taken. Hi. Alright, let's see the next dialogue option.
Under capitalism, the article says, every pursuit has its price. Every pleasure, even one as elemental as the joy of racing others around a track, is reduced to an advertising opportunity. Thus, the so-called tournée becomes a competition between increasingly meaningless brand signifiers. Your discount laundry detergent racing against a pack of
Astra? Wait, what? What? Why am I in this game? Why am I in this game? Hello? 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 Are you seeing this? Am I hallucinating this? That's my name. What? Why am I in this game? Who put me in the game? Who put me in the game? Who put me in the game? I need to talk this.
And that precisely is what's problematic about it. Were it not for the promise of random, spectacular violence, audiences would quickly lose interest.
Yeah. I'm a cigarette brand
it's
now.
the destruction of these 750,000 real races that you're really watching for. Sure, you think that, but subconsciously, it's the visions of brand names being engulfed in flames that you crave. That's because you haven't been reading critically. But don't worry. The whole point of these sorts of articles is to let someone else read critically for you.
Ah, come on. Can this article read your mind? A certain kind of young man reads 1 or 2 books and suddenly thinks he understands the secret structures of reality.
Reddit.
If I had to wager, I'd say they've never even seen the inside of a motor, much less a motor race. I take whatever they write with a large grain of salt.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you. Unsurprisingly, much of this section is taken up with articles declaring unqualified support for the dockworkers' strike.
Checkmate, Redditor.
You skim the headlines. Paint the harbor red and white. Martinez tames the wild pines. A city in revolt. First we take Martinez, then we take La Delta. Finally, there's a brief article by the writer, G.
Oh, it's
Martin,
almost
accusing
9.
the owner of the Capeside apartments of illegally attempting to evict certain communist tenants simply for not having paid their rent. The writer G. Martin remarks dryly that capitalists love wealth redistribution, so long as it's only redistributed upward. It's true, the rentiers have been bleeding you dry. You really ought to find your own place one of these days. You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you. The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of line.
Alright, it's almost 9. Oh. 69 for to the cool girl. Thank you for the follow. Look.
Yes? What do you want to know?
Just trying to, like, pass.
Good.
The worn map features the pack. Your finger move finally.
For a more detailed view of the map.
The face of King. Unsurprised, you skim the finally.
Oh, he manifested.
By the writer, the eternal. Thus they is. You flip back to.
He is.
Wow. So someone's been a little boring. Yes, my standard liege. Someone's seen all sorts of wild ideas pop off and thought, I'll take the boring one. The regular, please. The brown.
You?
See? You're so regular and vinyl brown, he doesn't even want to talk to you about it. No need to be defensive. The regularity, the brownness, the cut and dry. Of course you do. Let's get right to it. My lord's copper type is regular cop. I'll let everyone know. I'll send out a telefax. Good, good. Of course. To outright declare yourself something does seem a bit too interesting now, doesn't it? I won't trouble you any further.
Hey, I need to talk to you.
Gendarmerie, you found me.
His slender figure is backlit by city lights, its distant streets and motorways flashing like diamonds. It feels like a Friday. He seems to be in a good mood tonight.
Beautiful.
I like that guy.
So tell me, are you here to make things right again? Beautiful. I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting. Mm-hmm. That's why I chose this place. Martinez is special, isn't it?
Wait. Suddenly you are digging things?
It does feel like the end of the week. It's so magical. The white falling against the black. Trust me, you do. That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you're looking for, not me.
He takes another drag of his unfiltered cigarette and looks around. It's getting dark and the neighboring windows have lit up, one by one.
Besides, I've got to run.
He's going to leave you alone again. That's sad.
To the city. It's a beautiful night.
Something flutters in the corner of the lieutenant's mouth as you're saying those words.
We'll talk. Just not tonight. Take care, alright?
Oh, he faced through Kim! What the fuck?
And he's gone again. Looks like it's becoming a theme for him.
Different, of course. His shirt. His shirt.
He's trying to dive deep into the mysteries of his shirt.
His shirt? No, I don't know why his shirt is always unbuttoned. Come on, detective, let's go. We've got a potential witness to interview. His Sunday friend, remember?
Who are you?
Officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia. My name is Charles Vildrouin, and I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stabilité on assignment from Sur-la-Clé. I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I am here to assist you in any way possible. Ask me about the hanging. I'm sorry to say I did, officer.
Easy, detective. No need to jump to conclusions.
Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night. It was so surreal to me, like in a play.
He holds out his hands and blossoms his fingers, like a drama teacher setting the scene.
What do you mean, like in a play?
It was just so strange. I could barely comprehend what was happening. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body. And then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead, one by one. That's when I understood. I should not be seeing this.
Sounds like the victim was unconscious, or at least incapacitated. Well done, detective.
I couldn't see their faces well, and there were quite a few of them. But they were very loud and very Martinez. Let's just say that the laboring classes can get rather expressive with their profanities. I couldn't tell you exactly. Less than 10.
Yeah, 8
Maybe.
checks out.
The lieutenant sends you a sharp look at the mention of that number.
That's a giant you're describing. No, they were all quite human, as far as I could tell. Drummers? Why, no. But then, I don't know what a drummer is supposed to look like.
I think we can drop the drummer angle. That was my bad.
I went back inside.
Were you able to see anything from inside?
Officer, the yard was pitch black. There was nothing to see, but I could still hear their voices. They were threatening to kill that poor man. All men, I presume. But again, I couldn't see very clearly.
But we are fairly certain the lady driver was present.
It's possible, officer, but I cannot say with certainty. It was very dark, you must remember. I believe they were mostly white, though I believe I saw 2 Areopagites among them. And I am quite certain that one spoke with a Mesk accent. Well, that's the strangest part, officer. Nothing happened. It was oddly quiet for a public lynching. Eventually, their shouts died down, and that was all. There were no gunshots, no celebratory shouts, no anything. You're right, of course. That is what one is supposed to do in such circumstances. I was simply in shock. I'm afraid I don't have anything else to add.
About what time was all this happening, approximately?
All I can say is that it was late. No, I didn't see the corpse until the following day.
It seems this wasn't the break you were hoping for. I think we have everything we need. Thank you for talking to us, Mr. Villedroit.
Of course, anything I can do to assist the RCM. The Coalition is only looking out for the price stability. Inflation is a killer, like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy. It must be controlled. The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight. Well, I'm renovating it. It is an interesting project. The building used to be a 12-story skyscraper before the cannons took the top 4 stories off. This, of course, happened when the Coalition forces landed here. You could say I'm undoing some of the material damage the international community caused when we arrived here. Yes, as I said before, I am a commissioner from Sur-la-Clé working for the Institute of Price Stability. This is...
Wait, there isn't
sorry.
actually an Institute of Price Stability, is there? Or maybe there is. God, it's impossible to understand whether someone from the moral intern is joking or not.
La Communauté Internationale is what Revacholians colloquially call the Coalition. In other words, the nations that stopped the disaster of the revolution. Your employer, technically speaking. The governing authority of Revachol. The RCM is but one part of this provisional administration. It is the most important thing. It's the central goal of any sound monetary policy. Maintaining the price stability is essential to maintaining high levels of economic activity, which is essential for maintaining high levels of employment, which is essential for maintaining the social stability.
Basically, it makes sure the price of bread doesn't change.
Précisément. Too much inflation, bread becomes too expensive. Too much deflation, it becomes too cheap for bakers to produce. That's why the Institute of Price Stability works to keep inflation just below 2%. But not too far below, no. Too below is also bad. Below, but close to 2%. The Coalition believes in the importance of informing the public about the benefits of the price stability.
Sure, what the fuck not?
Transparency is one of our principles. Would you like an informational pamphlet? A sound monetary policy is essential for addressing uncertainty. Stability is the raison d'être of the moral intern. It's the reason why I identify as a moralist. But oh, I don't have my leaflets on me today. That's too bad. You can always call our information line. Making information available is part of the moral intern's commitment to transparency. It's the international organization for moralists, hence Moralist International. The Institute of Price Stability is just one of its many mind babies, as is the Coalition.
Doing one's job doesn't automatically make one anyone's bitch. Besides, there are more nefarious powers to work for than the moral intern.
But of course. Because moralists believe in a normal, stable world governed by democratic values. The Occident is part of the normal world. Oranje, sur la clé.
Europe.
Martinez? No. Martinez is something else. Rivachol is generally difficult. It's led by an interim government, which means it hasn't yet achieved full democracy. But they are working towards it. You're all doing very well here, relatively speaking.
Of course, the detective's personal views do not represent the views of the RCA.
Stop being a communist, Harry!
My friend. But the lesson of the revolution is that communism does not work. It's moving towards the right direction, and that's all that matters. Progress is measured in centimeters, my friend. Now, enough of this delightful political interlude. Was there anything else you wanted to ask? What's there to say? Sur-la-Clé is a modern, urbanized country that measures very high on the Human Development and Freedom Index. Mostly, though, it's known as the executive heart of EPIS. Moreover, it is a great sponsor of less emerged countries. Revachol is only one of its many darlings whose progress it supports and cherishes.
Darlings? That can't be an official designation.
Because a great percentage of Revachol's culture hails from Sur-la-Clé. Its language, its people, its cuisine even. Or at least in the downtown La Delta area. Oranje is an exemplary nation who, as a core member of EPIS, contributes 28% of our annual budget. Next to Sur-la-Clé, Oranje is probably the most prominent member of the international community. As founding members, they are both very EPIS. Oranje carries a lot of political weight, while Sur-la-Clé takes care of the business side of things. Sur-la-Clé hosts the headquarters of the major EPIS institutions. Oranje's economy is one of the most advanced in the world. It has successfully transitioned from heavy industry to advanced services and generally acts as an engine for sustainable change in the international community.
But that didn't tell you anything about Oranje.
About what? Oh, it's very urban and very well organized. Their streets are clean, their horse cars run on time, the people are polite and efficient. Like I said, they are an example for less emerged nations to follow.
The Netherlands.
Whatever you wish, officer. Ah, my friend. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him. But he understands the importance of education. He has taken his future into his own hands, and that's all that matters. Kedra is a candidate member of APIS. But, between you and me, their potential membership is a more contentious issue. That it's never going to happen. They enter negotiations in 21, and it's been pending ever since. EPIS is a very special program developed by the Moral Intern to support certain Occidental nations. It began as a unified system of weights and measures, which proved to be a wild success. Nothing but kilograms and centimeters as far as the eye can see. It was such a wild success that we expanded it into an economic union for the processing of steel. Another success. And between you and me, the Moral Intern feels emboldened by this success. Emboldened to take EPIS to the next level. Why, it stands for progress and stability, like the Moral Intern as a whole. It's been such a wild, extraordinary success thus far. We are very excited to take it to the next level. A supranational political alliance. The United States of Occident. You mean Revachol? No, it's going to have transparent democracy. It's one day going to be a candidate member of EPIS, sure.
Except that candidate members never become full members, do they?
No. Candidate members do become members. Why do we even have the whole system in place if they don't? It just takes time. Time and evaluation. But we were talking about my friend here, not politics. Kedra is a candidate that it's never going to... It's warm. It's also known for its mandarin trees and dust storms from Supramundi. Kedra's an emerging market, but it still has a long way to go. Maybe that's why my friend's menage decided to emigrate. How did any of us become friends? Bad things happening on the Insulindian Isola? Oil platforms ablaze in the night? Civil wars lasting for years? Finally, the international community is forced to step in. Au contraire, it's how millions of people end up where they are. Meeting the people they meet. It's how I came here, and my friend too. Sorry, who? But I told you, officer. He's a bright young man here to pursue his education. Education is the foundation of our future, especially the arts. It is a cornerstone of our civilization. Officer, you have to understand. I can't give you his personal information. I'm sure you have your own methods and databases, right? Please don't put me in this situation. He's deeply enmeshed in the study of the fine arts, yes.
As though you weren't envious enough of the boy as is.
He's a truly free spirit. He likes all the arts. Perhaps graphic design, printmaking, who knows? The world is open wide for a talented youth like him. I'm just enjoying the view.
A dead body we still need to get down, by the way.
Listen. The Insulindian Bay. This place used to be a luxury accommodation before the revolution. Apartments, of course, were much bigger then. A few walls have been added here and there, leaving some of the tenants without a private bathroom or a kitchen. But the million real view stays. You can't take that away. My friend comes and goes. I'm sure you'll see him around. He's a busy bee.
A busy bee? What an odd choice of words.
I'm all ears, officer. A moment. Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave. It's against diplomatic best practices for an official in my position to be discussing murders with local militiamen. And I'm pressed for time. After... Sure, go ahead.
Okay. Oh. Stole this man's clothes.
Was there anything else? Of course.
Alright, guys. Holy shit. Wait. This looks terrible on you, Harry. Alright. That's gonna be enough today. I've been streaming for 3 hours. Holy shit. I usually don't stream that long. But I got really invested in that game. Let's see. Anyone raiding? Streaming, I mean? No. No one I can raid. Alright. Guys, thank you for watching. And once again, I'm not gonna be streaming next week at all. Because, as I said, I will be on a trip with my family. So, but yeah, I usually stream on Saturdays, Sundays, and Mondays after 9 p.m. CET, which is Central European time. And I'll be seeing you not next week, but the other one. Bye-bye!